Okay, now we're going to look at how to take a repeating decimal and turn it into a fraction. Well, let's look at this first easier example. If you have 0.3 with a little dot on it, what it means is 0, comma 33333, and the 3's repeating. Now, the way you work this out, how we're going to turn this to a fraction, the step one is you just go x equals 0, comma 3 repeating. Then what you do is you multiply it by 10. If this was 0.3, 0.3 times 10 would equal 3. If it was 0.33, it would equal 3.3. But the 3's would still keep repeating. By multiplying by 10, you just move the decimal place one to the right. That's one of the things, the way decimals work. When you multiply by 10, just take this comma and move it here. Well, there's 10x, which is 3 comma 3 repeating. There's x, which is 0 comma 3 repeating. Now we do a special thing. We subtract the equations. 10x minus 1x is 9x. Now, if we have 3 comma 3 repeating over 0 comma, when we subtract these two, the repeating parts disappear. Now we don't have a repeating decimal. We have 3x equals 3. Then we're solving equations, so we divide both sides by 9. We get x is 3 over 9. But we can divide the top and bottom by 3 and get x is 1 over 3. Well, that's it. Here's a question that's a little bit harder. Say you have 2 comma 3 with just the 4 repeating. Well, you let x equal 2.3 with the 4 repeating. If you multiply by 10, you'll move the decimal place 1 over, and you'll have 10x equals 23.4, 23 comma 4. If you multiply by 100, you'll move the decimal place 2 over. And that's why it's a good idea, because now we have the 4 repeating on both sides. I'm going to put it in here. That dot should be right there. I'm going to put a dot right there, okay, because there's a dot right there. You see that part's repeating. Now when you subtract, 234 minus 23 is 11, 211. 100x minus 10x is 90x. And then what we do is we divide both sides by 90, and we get x is 211 over 90. Now there's one more question in the questions that we're going to do, and it goes like this. If you get a question like this, between which two integers does the square root of 59 lie? How are we supposed to do that? Well, what you do, just fixing that little up a bit. The square root of 59 is an irrational number or surd. You just press it on your calculator, and you'll see the decimals after it go like 6, 8, 1, 1, 4, 5. There's no pattern here. It goes on forever. It can't be written as a ratio. Now, but the question is, this number is between what two integers? Well, 7.68, it's smaller than 8, it's less than 8, but it's more than 7. And the way we write that in with inequality symbols is when it's closed, it means less than. So this means root 59 is less than 8. You see, when it's closed, it means less than. And when you go this way, when it's open, it means greater than. So root 59 is greater than 7, but less than 8. Between which two integers does it lie? Between 7 and 8. That's your answer. So that's how the questions work. Hopefully this will help you to do these questions you see here. Between which two integers does the surd lie? And I gave you 4 questions to do. Here's changing decimals to fraction, and here's the repeating decimals to fraction. You need to do those questions. I gave a memo with it, so it should all work out. Let's see.